Welcome to Life Unravelled, where we unravel life's little mysteries. Today we're looking at counting in groups and how important it is for our children to be able to count and group things together. It is a major part of our maths understanding, and it's really important that we start it from a very early age. And it's actually quite amazing how early we can start these concepts. So let's start learning about counting. So let's look at numbers. We've already spoken about numbers in an earlier course. So if you need a refresher, you can go back and have a quick look at that. But what we're talking about here is not just understanding the value of the number, but understanding how to count. And we don't just stop at 10. We keep going, and we can count up to 20, or we can actually count even higher than that. One of the best ways that I love to introduce children to numbers is through rhymes and songs. Rhymes like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, once I caught a fish alive, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, then I let him go again. Why did you let him go? Because he bit my finger so. Which finger did he bite? This little finger on the right. I love that song. It's so good, and it has a lovely rhythm to it, and the kids just love it. Songs like 5 little ducks went out one day over the hills and far away. Mother duck said quack, 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 but only 4 little ducks came back. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you go, 4 little ducks went out one day over the hills and far away. Mother duck said quack, 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 but only 3 little ducks came back. 1, 2, 3, and so on. And then at the very end, you've got old Mother Duck went out one day over the hills and far away. Mother Duck said quack, 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 and all of the 5 little ducks came back. And that's another really lovely song that has lots of numbers in it. Now you'll find there are many nursery rhymes that have numbers, and we have a download which has a list of a whole heap of nursery rhymes that are appropriate for the different ages. So make sure that you have a quick look at that, and just do a couple of nursery rhymes a week. You'll be really surprised how incredibly quickly your list of nursery rhymes and how many nursery rhymes you know grows, to the point where my kids keep saying to me, oh, our life is like a musical, Mum. You've got a song for everything. And that just happened because I just learnt new little nursery rhymes for the kids as they grew up. These are such a passion for me, and I just love all these songs so much. But another way that you can actually get some really good number understanding for the children is through books. Now this particular book is 5 Little Speckled Frogs, and it has a song that goes with it. 5 little speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating some most delicious lunch, yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Then there were 4 speckled frogs. And then the next one, you have 4 speckled frogs, and it goes on like that. There are lots and lots of books that you can purchase or you can borrow from the library, and they have lots of numbers, and they do addition, they do subtraction. They also have other concepts such as colours and time and those sorts of things that are part of maths as well. So make sure that you look for these sorts of books and that you give exposure to the kids lots and lots and lots of times. So what we want to do now is we want to get into counting. One of the most important parts of understanding what a number is is being able to visually see what that number is. So for instance, if you have a whole heap of toys, you can sort them into different groups. You could have 5 in a group, or 4 in a group, or 3 in a group, and then you can count them so that the kids can visually see what a group of 4 looks like, or what a group of 5 looks like, for instance. Now there are many ways that you can do this, but it's great to just make up some games with your kids. So for instance, I've just got a whole heap of these popsicle sticks, and they're all different colours. They're just broken. So there's yellows and blues and reds and purples and oranges. And I asked the kids to take 5 of each colour and place them side by side. So they'll grab 5 of them and they'll place them. And then you can start counting in 5s. And you could even do that for 3 and 4-year-olds. That's quite a fine thing to do, as long as you have counted each one separately. So you would lay it down and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 red sticks. Oh, do you think you could get the same number of green sticks? Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I need one more. 5. Oh, look, we have 5 red and 5 green. Oh, how many's all together? Let's count them. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yay, you've got 10 sticks. Now, could you make a shape with that? Could you make a picture with your sticks? And then they would go away and try and make a picture. They could do a house or something like that. And the more you model that to them, then the more understanding they have. So making games out of these things is the best way for your children to learn. Another tool that I have that works really well is something like this. Now this is really good because it has your sticks, so you can lay out 3 green sticks and 3 yellow sticks, and then you could use the number 3 plus, and then there's another 3 there as well. And you could actually make the number sentence. That's for a little bit older, so you're talking around about 4 or 5 years of age that they can do this. But these are great tools to have, and you don't need to use this that has wood. You could actually make them up yourself. Excel is a fantastic tool to make up little cards that you can print on your printer. Just cut them out. You can either laminate them or you can just use them as paper, and it doesn't matter if they get wrecked. You can just print out a new one. And having those numbers and manipulating those numbers and making games out of them can really help your child with understanding counting and understanding groups. Now, it is important that they can visually see that group, and unless they know what a group of that number is and they can physically make it, they really don't understand the numbers. It's really interesting. In the olden days, we used to have cousins all around, or people would know everyone along the street, and the kids would all get together, and the older kids would model a whole heap of behaviours to the younger children, and not just social behaviours, but also their learning. So their maths, and they'd be doing skipping ropes, and they'd count while they're skipping on skipping ropes, and the little 2 and 3-year-olds would be watching their cousins or their friends down the road do this. And nowadays in society, we don't always have that opportunity. So getting down with our kids and helping them play and modelling those groups and numbers is really important. Take every opportunity with any of the types of toys that are around to try and give children this education and this understanding of numbers and of counting and of groups. It's a lot of fun, and it's really worthwhile in your relationship with your kids in the long run to spend time with them and have fun with them in this way. Thanks for listening and taking the time out to help your kids. Really, education is all about having fun with your kids and helping them to learn about life and about what's around you. So enjoy it, have lots of fun, and play lots with your kids. And just giving them those little bits of information a lot of the time really cements their knowledge. I'll see you next time on Life Unraveled.